Good day my little robins, it's me Beth. Another week has come and gone, which means you get another video from me here on the channel. And if you haven't already read the title, we are back down in Japan. We are back reacting to Bridear, but these talented ladies have done a cover of Arch Enemy, The Eagle Flies Alone. And I'm just there like, I'm surprised they haven't covered Arch Enemy before with like the amount of talent that is in this band. I'm going to tell you guys now that, I reacted to the official music video by Arch Enemy, The Eagle Flies Alone, like 5 years ago on the channel. So I will leave a link to that reaction at the end of this video. But just know I was not favourable towards the original. So it's going to be interesting what they do, what Bridear do with the cover. Because we all know that Haru, who is like the bass player, her growls are amazing. So are we gonna get like a Haru focused song? I'm really intrigued. Before we begin, if you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just dive right back into Bridear. Okay, let's press play. I'm really intrigued, because I do like Arch Enemy, and I like Bridear. We're going to see some great guitar work here. And they're all wearing Arch Enemy merch. They're fans. I don't know what I had against the original, but this sounds good. I know the song, by the way. I just love how happy she is when she's playing the drums. But I see Kimmy with a microphone, so is she gonna sing? Growl? I like the studio they're in. Kimmy! It'd be nice if they turned her mic up a little. But Haru, she's coming for you. Yeah! I see Haru. Backing up Kimmy. I like that combination of their two growls. But yeah, I would definitely like if like the microphones were turned up and maybe the music down. I'd love to see these perform it like live on stage. It's good to see like Mo seems to, be getting into the flow of things, being the new member. This whole band is just talent. They put a lot of thought into this cover. Hopefully this gets some more recognition. They can play their instruments. Guitar solo. They sound so good playing next to each other. And you got the drums constantly in the background. A little less intense than the original, but I'm fine. I'd love more covers from this group. Also, they're English. Chef's kiss. Also, Kimmy's abs. Okay. Okay. Talent. That was Bridear with their cover of The Eagle Flies Alone by Arch Enemy. Kimmy? Her growls? Also, the English. Sometimes when it comes to vocalists that, you know, do the growls, especially some of like the European, like Western, like American, British, European, like growlers, sometimes I cannot understand what they're saying. But in this case, like Kimmy and Harry, when they were playing off each other, I was like, yeah. Like I said, I didn't even have the subtitles on because they're singing it in English, and I'm just there like, I can understand every word. Props to you. Right, I'm going to say this now. Yes, I mentioned Kimmy, I mentioned like Haru, and I mentioned Mo, but we have got to talk about like Ayumi and Natsumi on like guitar and drums because, they kept the pace throughout. Now, something I love about Arch Enemy songs, and I will say this now, is I love the drums in Arch Enemy because it's just like an intensity that like never lets up, and well, they never let up in this song. And Ayumi on guitar. Yeah, they managed to like capture the elements of Arch Enemy, and especially the song The Eagle Flies Alone, but it still sounded like Bridear, because it is Bridear's cover of the song. They didn't just outright go, they plucked the cover and went, we're going to do like a carbon copy. It felt like they managed to put their own twist on things, and talent. Bridear are amazing. I've reacted to them so many times on this channel by now, and I feel like a broken record. As I said throughout, apologies if you can hear the sirens, I'm not sure what's going on outside. But as I said throughout, I would have loved it if like the microphones were turned up slightly, because it felt like both Kimmy and Haru, they were like growling or singing very close to the mics, and it kind of sounded like a little bit distorted. Maybe if they took a step back or the volume was turned up and like the guitars, like the bass and the drums were like turned down. So maybe for me it was maybe just like a little bit of like a mixing issue. It probably sounded great to them when they were performing it, but I just felt like, yes, Arch Enemy, I love the drums, the guitar, but then you've also got to think you can't bury the vocals or bury the growls, and I kind of felt like that's what they were doing. I really felt like if they were front and centre, they could have found a better balance, but this doesn't mean that, you know, it's a bad cover, because it is a great cover. I would have just liked some things tweaked in like the production and like the mixing, just to like balance it out a bit, because it did jar me a bit. I didn't want to talk as much as I did because I was like, well, if I talk, I'm not going to be able to hear Kimmy, I'm not going to be able to hear Haru. You can always hear Haru, but it felt like Kimmy's mic was slightly quieter, which is weird being the vocalist of the band. But yeah, talent. I love them. I've seen them live twice. I would love to see them perform this live. Fingers crossed, you know, maybe we get something like heavy like this on like the next release. That'd be really interesting if they were to do like a single like this and like just show us what Bridear can do, because they are slowly becoming one of my favourite bands that's come out of Japan. Okay, I love Bandmaid and I love Nemophila, but Bridear, whoa, you're getting up there with each release or like each song I listen to. So yeah, it was great. As I mentioned in the intro, I did a reaction 5 years ago to Arch Enemy, The Eagle Flies Alone, and I wasn't that favourable towards it, and I'm honestly not sure why. I haven't watched the reaction since, but I did go on my like YouTube page and I saw that that was when I was rating songs out of 5 and not out of 10, and so I gave it what would seem like a low rating now because I rate out of 10, but when you're rating out of 5, you've kind of got to take into account that, you know, what sounds low out of 10 is alright out of 5. I'm trying to justify, so like if any of you go and watch it, you can be like, Beth, what the hell? I think it just wasn't one of my favourite like Arch Enemy songs, because I love Arch Enemy and I love what they do, but you don't have to like every song that a band puts out. But this cover, it was Arch Enemy, but it was Bridear, and I really like that if they just change the mix slightly. So, you know, because I'm basing my rating slash like rank off what I heard and what I saw, it looked good. I liked the studio. I loved all the merch they were wearing. They were having a good time. It wasn't the best sounding, so that's going to take into account, but it's not a bad cover. It was just they needed to tweak a few things. In the comments below, I'd love to hear, you know, your guys' thoughts and opinions on the song, the video, the band. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Sound off. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion here on the channel, and trust me, a lot of you guys are very opinionated, but that's why I love you. 90% of the time I love you. Over 10% of the time you can be slightly mean, but those comments get deleted, because I don't like mean comments. You've heard my thoughts and opinions, now make yours known down below. Let's just get into my rating slash ranking. If I had to give Bridear's cover of Arch Enemy, The Eagle Flies Alone, a rating out of 10, guys, it is getting a solid 8 out of 10. 8 is great here on the channel. I loved it, but I just couldn't get past, I didn't like how it was mixed, because it can't be my headphones, because these are pretty good headphones. So, and I had the volume up quite high, but then I had to lower the volume because the instruments were like blasting my ears. So it was like, but 8 out of 10 is great. Yeah, let's just wrap up this video before I continue to ramble. If you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking a like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth. Keep listening to good music. Bridear, chef's kiss, goodbye.